You're welcome once again to our tonight technical training. I welcome everyone. You are welcome. You're welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome everybody to today's new edition of our technical training. I remain my humble self, Abbas Ayobami Moshood, aka Mosh Money. Mind you, it's never MUCH money, rather MOSH money. Call me on this. Yeah. Why are we here today? Before we start to share my screen, I welcome all the new people that just joined ROYALQ, because I know we have new prospects among us here that knew nothing about how ROYALQ works. I don't know, they know how ROYALQ works, but they don't know how all the back office and all the button, how it works. They knew nothing about it. So we are, by God's grace, we are going to cover all areas tonight. But because of the old people will enjoy our tonight technical training. Old members will enjoy it. All new people will also equally enjoy it. Our topic tonight is going to cover these areas. Tonight, sorry, I'm coming. Okay. First and foremost, we don't need to be repeating some things over and over again. When it comes to how you can move money from your local bank to Binance, from Binance back to your local bank, and all that, or you can move money from one Binance user to another Binance users. All these things have been done in a form of a screen record on our Telegram group. So now, quickly, I will want to teach you. After I drop that Telegram link for you today, I want to teach you how you cannot just be searching old messages, but how you can quickly get access to all the videos on the Telegram group. How you can quickly get access to videos on the Telegram group. That's what we want to quickly do now before we move further. So now I will start to share my screen. So I will show you when you join a Telegram group where you can go directly to have access to the videos on the Telegram group. Now, why we use Telegram? Number one, it can accommodate more than close to 200,000 members at the same time. Secondly, Telegram, it is easy to download a video on Telegram than WhatsApp. There's a amount or number of megabytes or the certain megabyte that WhatsApp can contain. Why on Telegram you can download large files, large file video, large megabyte video. You can easily download it on Telegram with low data consumption. So that is why let us try to get ourselves used to Telegram. Then, so check this out. I want to show you how you can quickly just get access to the videos on the, okay. How you can, I guess, have access to videos on Telegram. Yeah, this is Telegram. As you can see, this is the group I'm talking about. ROYALQ Sports Boats Plan B team. So once you click on this group, once you receive or you have access to the link of this group, then you just click here. You click on this place. Just tap this place. Tap anywhere here where I put this marker. Just click on it. You can see it will take you here. Then you will see media. You click on media. Once you click on media, it will take you to all the pictures and videos on that group. You can see from here, this is one video. You can see this one video. Then you can see from here, you can see these are the videos, the short video we have done, how you can have access to all coins available on ROYALQ. Sorry. Okay, you can see. This one says how you can have access to all coins available on ROYALQ, professional trade, how you can open it. So that this one says Binance registration and verification. This one says updated ROYALQ registration and activation video. And this one, transfer from Binance to Binance user with 0 charges and quick delivery. Steps to take before trading BNB on ROYALQ and all that, so that you will not be repeating the same thing over and over again. You can just lay your hands on this Telegram link, then enter this page on this Telegram. If you don't have Telegram application, try and download one. Then you have access to all this. Then at the same time, I promise you people that I think you've gotten this one. We are recording this Zoom. So subsequently, you can come and you can watch again. I've promised you people that we are going to do. Yeah, I will share the Telegram link by God grace. Remind me before we finish tonight presentation or technical training. So I'm going to share it on the chat box. We'll share the link there so that you can have access to those videos. At the same time, I've promised that I'm going to do a screen record that will explain all these functions. Let me share you the bulk of all these functions that will explain, especially increase. We have done it in this class several times, but because of new people that are just joining, we're going to do screen record that will explain this increase. I will explain floating loss, quantity, price, then I will explain all other things on this platform. But quick notice, anybody, if I'm talking to leaders here in this group tonight, moment you get anybody involved in ROYALQ, let's always have it at the back of our mind to always direct them to this place. ROYALQ has updated this place. You can see it, through this place, the video for how you can bind your ROYALQ to Binance is here, updated one. How you can bind your ROYALQ with OB Exchange, updated one is here. How you can, let's quickly go there. You can see quantitative course. I want to click on this one. I want to click on this. This is video. You can see ROYALQ operational tutorial. What is quantitative trading? Principal income. What is floating loss? As you can see, I don't think we need to even do any other video again concerning floating loss. What is a trading strategy? The principle of quantifying money. ROYALQ robot introduction. And now you can see this is where we're going. Binance. You can see Binance API binding. It is new updated one. If you have not updated your ROYALQ application, kindly do that right away. Log out and log in again, then it will show you updates. Don't wait the instant updates pod that used to pop up. I've seen many people, anytime they see any update like this, they wave it. Don't do that. Don't skip it. You have to update each time it's pop up or instant updates. Try and update it. Binance API binding tutorial. You can see Binance OB API binding tutorial. So what you are looking for all is available on the application. Even though if you have not activated, you still have access to all these things. Then secondly, user guide. Once you can lay your hands on this user guide, you can see you go to ROYALQ operation setting instructions. ROYALQ operation setting, this is number 2 on the list. ROYALQ operation setting instructions. You can see ROYALQ operation setting, all the force buying amounts, open position double, margin call. You can see it's there. First order quota means force buying amounts. What it means, you see it here. Replenishment upper limits. You can see. So all position take profit callback. All position take profit ratio. This is all position. This is where all position take profit ratio starts from. Take profit will be triggered after reaching the preset stop profit ratio in the all position mode. You can also see all position take profit callback. You can see, you can read about everything here. Little you just ask from your upline. Little you just ask for much money once you can, take your time and read through all these things. So because we are doing knowledge business and you need it. Now, as you can see, that's that about that. Let me check the chat box. Let's see the reaction of the room. Okay, the Telegram link, I think let's try and share it. But if I share it now, you go to the Telegram to go and watch the videos. You won't pay attention here. So I would like to share the link after this tonight technical training. I'm going to share it after tonight technical training. The next thing now, we have achieved something. We have known the easy way we can search videos on Telegram without scrolling up and down. Then I've shown you how where you can get clue to all the settings and how ROYALQ robot works. Now the next thing is let's go straight to trade settings, because how to register, how to fund your ROYALQ, how to withdraw from ROYALQ to Binance, everything has been settled via the short videos. Now, where I know where many people are getting it wrong, or where many people are eager to listen to, or where we should trade, is trade settings. Many people are getting it wrong in this area. Many people are opting out of ROYALQ all in the name of wrong settings. And I must tell you this, I've been saying this for the past 3 weeks now, that don't be carried away by bull run. I'm repeating this again. Don't be carried away by a bull run of the market. Oh, BTC is going to 50,000. It's now 50,000. Let me quickly go and enter market. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, this thing is bullish. No, you have to understand the fundamental of trading. What goes around comes around. You need to understand the market is being manipulated. It's like everything that's happening these days is just a kind of pumping. When the market is having organic growth, Are you getting me? When the supply and demand, supply of cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, it has been programmed since 2009. Just 21 million is going to go into circulation of the world. Why demand keep increasing every day? When the demanding keep the price increasing, organically. And when it is pumped, But all in all, you have to beware of the bull run. Always the professional traders, I repeat, professional traders around the world, go and search for them. They don't even, after they trade every day, they don't enter trade every day. When do they enter trade? They used to enter trade anytime there's any deep opportunity. But in your own case, you are following the bull run. You want to enter quickly and chop the profits quickly. Then I repeat this, many one-shot strategy is everywhere now. We have a lot of one-shot strategy. For those of you that choose strategy, yeah, it is your choice. But I must tell you the 3 facts about one-shot strategy you have been using. There's no difference between you and the person that is trading on Binance. Everything you want to do with your one-shot strategy, you can do it on Binance even in easy way, in easy form. Okay, let me quickly give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's quickly go to Binance. Let's go and check something out for you to have the understanding of what I'm talking about. Maybe with that, we're able to understand what I'm talking about. Now, this is my Binance. I want to log in over my Binance now. Now, this is my Binance. Good. As you can see, BNB is 417.4. You can see below here. You can see below, you can see home. You see market. You see trade. You just click on trade. So this is Spot Wallet. This is where our robot is being connected to trade. But this is, you can see Shiba USDT, right? Good. Shiba USDT. Now I want to click on this place. The same way, if you want to trade on ROYALQ Robot, you have to search the pair of coin you want to trade. Then I want to search BNB. Sorry. I want to search BNB. BNB USDT. You can see BNB USDT here. Boom. I'll search it. BNB USDT. Now I want to tell this exchange, as if I'm telling the robots, that when BNB comes, you can see the limits. This is what we call buy limit. If this BNB comes to $400, I want you to buy for me with, let's say, I want you to buy BNB with $50 or with $10. Minimum you can use to start the day is $10 or $50. Then buy, boom. Once I click on buy, it will show order, open order here. It will wait until when BTC come down to 417 and it will buy. The moment it buys, I can equally come to sell ahead before it gets to the price of selling. I can now say, okay, I want to sell under limit also when it is 430 or yes, 430. I say I click on limits, then 430. I want you to sell everything or sell 50% or 75%, sell. It will just stay there, wait until when the market becomes, maybe BNB become 430 and you sell to me automatically. In this case now, it is only Binance that will charge me for the transaction. But you that you are using the same, that's the same thing they call it one shot too. Now, once you that are now using one shot in ROYALQ, you now open a trade. You open a trade. You say, okay, enter a trade. You say, okay, I want to help me to buy with $50, blah, 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 like that. You say, because you don't want to buy in deep, you say this one should be one. Then under the margin call drop, you put 50% here so that it will not buy at all. So that you just want to trade on this entry alone. After everything, you now come to this place. First preset buying price. To buy when the price is what? Is low. Let me go to the open trade. Okay. You tell this thing to buy when the price is low. When I didn't have set the trade now, it will have been, I'm still going there. So you now tell the robot to buy when the price is low and sell when the price is high under this place. You now put your percentage that when it is reach, when BNB reach 450, how many percent is that? Let's say 5%. Then 5% sell for me. Now, when you do it this way, you have done the same thing that you have just practiced now on Binance. The same thing you have done. Buy limits and sell limits. Buy total price, sell at total price. But in this case, Binance will charge you for the transaction. ROYALQ will equally charge you for the transaction. Then, if it is somebody's trade you copy trade. If it's somebody's trade you copy, Binance will charge you, ROYALQ will charge you, the person you copy his trade will charge you, and the person will earn the money here. You can see where they write Saku owner. Can see where they write Saku owner. This is where the person, those people you are copying their trade, they are also crypto, they are also ROYALQ user. So, but they have leverage on you that are still using ROYALQ. So as you are copying their trade, they are getting the percentage here. 3 charges at the time. But in a simple term, in a simple form, let's quickly go straight to how ROYALQ robot works. And you understand what I'm talking about. I will use this my ATA for example number 1. This ATA trade for example number 1. If you know, when I've opened this trade of ATA, this account has been doing it wrong before. But I will show, let me quickly go to the revenue. Okay. This ATA and other coins, has been, we open it on the 7th. You can see. On the 7th, on the 27th, sorry. On the 27th. On 27th. But do you remember what has happened between on the 27th of August and now? between on the 27th of August and now, even the day we opened this trade, I think BTC was around 51,000. I could recollect. Everything was booming. Everybody was entering markets. But you see 28, 29, 30, 31, on the 1, on the 2, on the 3, on the 4, on the 5, on the 6, on the 7, on the 8, on the 9, on the 10, 11, 12, up to date. Now, the total portfolio of this trade is $3,000. It's $3,000. This same person have been trading with $3,000 before. See what happened to this person account when he started, when they just helped the person to set up the trade. The person make, I think, $51 a year. Okay, you can see $51, $51, $34. Later, you can see what happened. I will show you that trade. The trade for that, for these accounts. The trade they use, the trade for these accounts. You can see what happened to this SLP now. 1,009 something is still in floating loss, minus 65. I just advise this person to just abandon it there and leave it until when it's pick up. We know that cryptocurrency cannot just live forever like that. Its time will come, it will pump, it will definitely pump. Don't be panic. If you are in this shoe, you have SLP sinking like this, don't be panic. Just ignore it and open other trades. Open other trade in a good form, in a good way. Now, so as you can see, but this ATA, let me show you how we open the trade. Now, for the new people here, you click on quantitative. You search the coin you want to trade, ATA. You click on the coin, you click on that trade, to take you here. You click on trade setting below. You can see trade setting here. You click on trade setting. Mind you, hear this, everybody. You are trading with $100. You are trading with $100,000. Our advice, not a financial advice, but I will advise you from my own strategy. Always, this is your first buying amount constantly. It should be $10. Your first buying amount, let it what? $10. The only time you can increase this first buying amount, let me give you the example now. Let's say out of your $100,000, you have given each coin, you have 74 coins on ROYALQ application. You have given each coin on the application standard settings, standard dips that I will show you now. Then you now have money left. You have traded all the 74, 70 coins. You have traded all the 70 coins with standard setting for each coins. Then you still now have money left in your Binance. Let's say maybe you spent 80,000. You now have like 20,000 left. Then this is what you're going to do. That's only when you can now look for 1 or 2 or 3 out of the trade to increase their first buy-in to $20. But if you have not up to that level, then this is constantly what you need to enter each of your trade. Don't you ever enter your trade first buying amount with big amount of money, no matter how much capital you are trading with. This is what it has been helping this trade. You can see it here. This person now, you can see $10, right? This is the number 1 settings this time around for everybody that have big capital. You know, I made mention of that last time that for the standard, the best setting is $1,250. This is how it goes. How you spread the $1,250 for 1 coin only. But you are having $1,250 capital as a whole. This is not for you. But somebody that have enough capital like $10,000, $20,000, then you can let some of your coin to be like this. Not necessarily all. You know, if you know coins that can dip very well and volatile very well, you can do it this way. But the coin that doesn't dip very well, like cake, like BTT, if you just put 100 dips, this 100 limits, it won't reach even 50. for the next 1-2 months. Now, but for big capitals investors, I'm basically going to beat it down to your level. You can see $10, first entry, open position double. Don't open it. It will be taking any amount you assign in double form. Then margin call limits. For the sake of new people that are just joining, it simply means that this is my money that I want to use to trade. I've instructed the robot to pick $10 for me. Then how many times will I want this robot to share the remaining amounts while buying when the price is low? You know, the goal of these settings is to buy when it is low. We entered this trade I'm showing you now when BTC was 51,000, 50,000. All coins followed it. We set 200 dips and we put $10. If you are the one that want to set this trade, wouldn't you say that, now let me quickly show you this, let me quickly show you this. With $3,000, you can see, let me show you how many coins we trade. Apart from the SLP that the person have opened before, you can see ATA1, AVAX 2, BTT 3, SOL 4, BNB 5, just 5 coins. 5 coins on $3,000. And you can see the results. It's not all about making big profits. It's not all about using $3,000. Don't be carried away by people sharing big profits of trade on the groups. People that make profits that shared you when BTC was 51, where were they today? Are you still seeing those, hey, I make this, I make that again on the group? They are already in floating loss. Their trade has been hanging. They cannot share that. So don't be carried away. You follow the normal procedure, how the robot works. What one short button is meant for, I will tell you today. Are you getting me? What one short button is meant for? It's a button in ROYALQ. There are some people, it's people that name it one short strategy. It is button. Just a button on in ROYALQ way. Button. Yeah. So let's follow along. We should be after a sustainable way of using these robots. Consistency. You'll be in market when the market is at the peak. No matter how, you still be in market in trade when the market is up downtrend. Now let's continue. ATA, we are in ATA, trade settings. You can see 100 limits, 100%. 100 call limits. You know, this 100 call limits is how many times you want the robot to buy. At the same time, in this strategy, it's also equivalent to how many percentage dip you want to prepare for. You get to understand where we get to margin configuration. So we want this robot to buy in a bit in 100 times after the first buy of $10. Position take profit ratio 1%. Anytime anything it buys, increase in 1% profits and above. Mark that word. 1% profit and above. Then the moment the profit reduces in 0.1%, let the robot close the profits for me. Meaning that, don't go and read that place very well, that user's guide. Meaning that the 0.1% will be triggered the moment the profit is in 1%. 0.1% position take profit callback will be triggered when position take profit ratio is 1%. When your profits, in the layman language, when your profits is 1%, 0.1% will kick off. Then once it kick off, it will keep trailing your profits wherever it goes. Sometimes it is minus 0.1 in your profits, then it closes it there. Let's say you are having this the trigger 1%, then the 0.1% is active. Your profit is now 2%, 5%. Then that your profit is now want to lose it back to that trade. The robot will not allow you to lose that profit back to the trade. The moment you have that your 5% already gained, reduce in 0.1%, then it closes. But the reason why it used to be 1.3% by default, 0.3% by default, but we want these robots to do as many transactions as possible. It's not all about making big money profits at a go, but how many transactions the robot can do per day. So I'm using small percentage like this will make the robot to be able to catch several profits and do several transactions. Now, margin call drop. Margin call drop. I'm just trying to explain all these things so that by the time you go to user guide and you watch this Zoom again, then you'll be able to catch everything up. Margin configuration. You can see next in the line, margin configuration. Yeah, here we go. Margin call drop, meaning that after buying, I said, now, but I want you to understand something. You need to understand this concept very well. You need it. If you understand this robot very well, it's always be win-win for you, honestly speaking. Honestly speaking. Honestly speaking. How do I mean? Okay. You remember that, let's say you are trading BTC. You have been using this robot to trade BTC when it was 28,000. You have been using this robot to trade Bitcoin when it was 28,000. Then the market is now going up, going down small, buy more dips, go up, sell. The robot is now, the BTC now went to 51,000 and 51,000 plus. And you set your dips like this. Let's say you set 100% like this. You know, you set 100% of 28,000. Then when BTC, which is not possible, when BTC reduce in 100%, meaning that it's come back to zero from 28,000, then you are always in market. That's what we prepare. But the reason why it may look foolish to somebody that while we use 100%, that BTC will come to we reduce 100%. But do you know what happened? Now BTC increased to 51,000. That your 100% that you have set when BTC was 28 will have moved and follow BTC to 51. The robot will see you as if you just enter a trade when BTC is 51, as if you just set all your dips as if when BTC is 51. The 100% dip you have prepared for will now start to count from 51. By the time BTC now come back to 28, you know how many percent that have reduced from your 100% that you have set. If you are still getting it, let me see your yes. I'm getting it. Say yes before I proceed. Okay, good. Good. I need more yes. You are getting it, say yes. You are getting it, say yes. I'm still getting it, say yes. Good. 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 Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Yeah. Are you getting me? So that is why when you want to set any trade, the focus, what you should focus on is how you can set a kind of dips, percentage of dips that anytime there's any rise in markets and the robot see it as if you have entered at the peak, the kind of dip that can withstand the core margin drop that can withstand the dip that happen. That's what you focus on. Once you can get that techniques, you will be these robots will be serving its purpose for you. And what is that purpose we use to tell people in presentation? The robot will be trading for you while you are sleeping. The robot will be trading for you while you are driving. The robot can only be doing that for you if you set it properly. But you that you are using one shot, you are not applying what you are teaching people. Because there's no difference between you and the person that is trading manually. You always look for a way you prepare your robot for any dips that happen in the market. That's why professional traders, they always trade the dips. So as you can see this now, first call 1%. Now, multiple buying ratio. I instruct this robot to buy, meaning that 1.01 times 10. That is 10.1. In the second call to buy 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, 10.5, up to 100 levels down here, as you can see. Now, let me now show you something for you to know what we are talking about. For you to know what we are talking about. You can see here, right? Good. After you might have confirmed it, let me quickly show you something before we move further. You can see this ATA now. Let's now assume that me and somebody just we enter this ATA when BTC was 51. The day I enter, the same day this person entered, but the person now sets just 10% dip or 20% dip, even 50% dip. See what happened now. Can see what happened here. Let me show you where you can see how many dips that your robot have bought. You can see number of call margin, meaning that out of 100%, 100 dips that have prepared for this robot, the robot has bought 71 dips. If I tell you something, yesterday, this ATA has traded up to 96 dips. It traded what? Up to 96 dips out of 100. You can see what happened. Does it mean that ATA now dropped in 96%? But because the robot is following the uptrend and it starts to calculate to buy the dip from that top, from that peak, and it's coming down now, it sells. Even this morning, this afternoon, when I check, it sells down to 50 dips. And now it has already bought another 71 again. You can see. But because of the DCA that is being, implemented or that has been configured to this robot, you can see that normally now, present now, this trade is supposed to be in minus 71 loss. But because of dollar cost average, that somebody did the audio, I lost the illustration the guy used in the audio. You can go back to that audio to go and know what dollar cost average simply means. You can see now that it's just minus 20%. Minus 20%. The trade that's supposed to be giving me minus 71% because of the dollar cost average and the martingale strategy I use, it's dropped down the percentage to minus 21 and I'm still in trading. Many people have got stuck now because of the dip from 51 to 45. Then what's now the essence of using the robot? Hope you get it. Now that is just number one. If somebody has big capital, you should know what the person should do now. That kind of person can just have this kind of settings for one coin for as many as possible. Now calculate $1,250 that we put in this one ATA. Calculate it up to like 70 coins on ROYALQ application. Are you getting me? But anybody in this kind of settings, you can just be driving, sleeping 1 month, 2 months. This ATA will still keep trading for you because we are not using robots that trade candle. ROYALQ robot does not trade candle. We have some robots that trade candle. No, ROYALQ robot trade volatility of the market. If you know how to go about it very well, you don't need much signal in ROYALQ application robots. You don't need it. You don't need it. All you just need to look for is high volatile coins. That's all. High volatile, the coins that you know that every time they used to have high volatile. You can see every time my robot is doing transaction, every time. You can see the ATA I just talked about now. The ATA now, you can see, sold. 859, not quite long, is sold. SOL, AVAX. 80, you can see today alone, see transaction today. You can see today's transaction, despite the dip, you can see the transactions. So now let's quickly go back to this page to complete here. Now buying call back, I used to leave it 0.5. Then distributed and take profit ratio. Meaning of it is that we want this robot to do what it just did now. If I did not set this distributed take profit ratio, the robot will not have ability to sell the one bought at 71 dip or 96 dips. Instead, it will be piling everything up for you to wait after the minus 20% you saw, cut on to 0 and give me positive of +1. That is when it will sell. but +1 and above. But if you can set distributed like this, means that I want number 5, when it buys number 50 deep, I want it to trade separately. Number 6, trade separately. Number 7, separately. Number 8, like that, up to number 100. Now, if you can give your robot with you have rest of mind. And in fact, if I tell you that the person that owns this account is just praying for me every day. Now, sub-in mode, you want to, the same thing you have set here is what you want to set here also. You can see the same thing that applies to this place applies to these two. 1%, 0.1. We are setting this for the 5th and below. This one for the number 1 to the 4th. Then after this, the next is to click on save here. Click on save. Then you come out, or you confirm here, you come out of this place. Then once you now here, you won't see pause like this. Is what you see starts. But before you start, make sure you click on strategy mode. Always put your strategy mode on some more real-time settlement. Why? No matter how settings you have given the robot, the instruction you have given the robot, this robot is to give, it's for you to give this robot one-time settings and continue to work for you. But I wonder why people still make it manual for themselves. It's not auto for them again. So check your strategy very well. If it's not still yet auto, then you're on your own. Then warehouse mode. Once you have set your dip to be above, to come down to below 5 dips and up to like 40, 20 like that, it will bring like this. But if it's not set it that way, there's nothing you want to set here. Now, warehouse mode simply means that it will combine all your trade together, no matter the settings you give it under the settings. It will be joining all the money together. It will not be trading anyone separately under the dip. It will be trading everything, to be piling everything up. Nothing like buying and selling under the dip if you use warehouse. Sub-in mode, yes, it will trade separately. It will be trading from number 5 dip and 6 separately, buying and selling under the dip. But you see part of the profit on the revenue. You not see part of the profits on the revenue. Why? Because they did not deduct gas fee or fuel fee from trades that happened under sub-in mode from 5th dip and below. Any trade, transaction that occur under sub-in mode from 5th dip or 5th call and below, all those transactions, it gives profits, yes, but it only give that profit, only reflect on your Binance. It will never reflect on your revenue. But sub-in mode real time, they will deduct gas fee from your trade everywhere from number 1 to number 100. There'll be gas fee charges, but everything will reflect in your revenue. Are you getting me? And I think for as a networker here, you need this place, number 1, to show the real amount or the real total of your profits. Not that you'll be telling your prospect that, I made like $50 profit today with my robot, but because I use sub-in mode, part of it has been dropped in my Binance, only record. No. But if you use sub-in mode real-time settlement, it will show everything on your revenue, but charges will attract. But it will also equally help you if you are building team, because the more they charge from your team members under the dip, then the more you get transaction and gas fee bonuses. And that's the arts of a ROYALQ bonus. So click on confirm here, then you start your trade. Once you click on start and confirm, you see it like post like this. For the person trading with with big capital, this is straight settings on $1,200. But it's meant for people that have enough capital. I repeat, for people that have what? Enough capital. Everybody knows that the person that has money owns a business. Yeah. Let me quickly, because of our time, let me quickly go to the settings of let's quickly go to settings of now, other settings now. I will use this same thing. Some people may decide that instead of me to put 1,250, which I'm trading with just $3,000, I will now put 1,002 something on one. No, I can't do that. Then you can go for this option too. You can see in this option now, BTT. But because the reason why I put this one in 50 dips It's because I've studied the movement and the behavior of each coins. I've discovered and I've known that this thing, I mean, BTT, you can see the coin here is BTT. This coin does not dip like LCLP, doesn't dip like a cake and other ones. I mean, like like ATA and all that. So that's why I decided to give it 50 dips, so that I won't just tie money down up to 100 dips. But you know, if somebody has big capital, doesn't mean just tie all the coins down like that, and you are rest assured that even 1 year, you just be reaping your profits. Even 1 year, you just be reaping what? Your profits, without changing any coin, without changing any coin. Now, once you select good coins, now 50 dips here, you can see 1%, 0.1, you can see here 0.8. This is why I use 0.8 margin call drop here, because of the nature of that coin. You can see that despite the settings I give to it, it does not take beyond 50 dips up to now. It has not taken beyond 50 dips up to now. So you can see buy in call back here, but the same margin call, the same multiple buy in. But I advise you use 1% for all your settings. Don't use 0.8 again. Just use 1% for all your settings, so that you can have enough percentage dip prepared. I use 1% for this one. I mean that I've prepared for 50% dip in market of this BTT. So now the same thing, the same settings, 1% here, then 0.1% here. You save it as I've explained. For now, you know how much we use for this one now. This is $600 standard. $600 standard. So if you don't want to go for that 1,200 and something, then you can go for this $600 standard. We budget $600 for one coin. Then how many $600 we can have in $3,000? 2 is 1,002. Another 2 is 1,002. That's 2, 4. Good. That's 5 coins. You can have 5 good coins. I get me? 5 good coins. So you can budget that. Always don't forget, it's not all about making profit immediately you set the trade. Don't be surprised that when you set the trade with $3,000 with this strategy. Initially, you know, let me tell you something. Initially, I set the trade for somebody when business was 50,000. Initially, when the trade started, I think the person might be on this Zoom tonight. The person was complaining, Mr. Moshood. Okay, I think $2,700. Yes, Mr. Moshood, we are making like $9, $10, $7, $12. The person complained the first day, the second day, the third day, BTC came down to drop to 46,000, and all the coin drops. You know how much the person start to make? The person makes $40-something dollars, $40-something dollars, $50-something dollars. The person now called me, wow, Mr. Moshood, why everybody was crying that market come down? That's when I'm smiling. You know, I made $40. That is the purpose of these settings. With this side settings now, when market goes up room again and market come down, this in fact it will have been another thing entirely. And when market bounce back, you can't compare the person that set 50 dips compared to the person that sets 10 dips, because the person that set 50 dips will quickly come out of trade of market when market come down, bounce back, than the person that set 10 dips. So now, as you can see, that's that about that. Then let me quickly go to other settings. That's for 600, meaning that you can set, if you have $5,000, you can just give it 600 on each coin for like, you know how many coins you can trade like that. I get me with these 50 deep settings. Then I don't think there's okay. Let's say you now want to trade with the next now. Let's say you now have $1,000, or you have $2,000, or you have $1,000 to trade for trading. Then you choose the good coin you want to trade. Come to this place. There's another option for you. You can just set. Don't forget the first buying amount to remain $10. Then you can just set 40 dips. 40 dips, when you are setting 40 dips here, you set 40% dip, because you will be using 1% here, 1% here all through, 1% here, like before, 1.01, 1.02, like that, like before. up till down. Now you are setting 40% dips. We are praying for 40% dip, right? But at the same time, you are using $500 for this trade. Why? Because of the 1.01, 1.02 we are using here, meaning that 1.01 times 10, that's 10.1, 10.2, 10.3. By the time we get to number 40, if you calculate all the point something after the 10, it's everything approximately to $500 on each coin. So meaning that if you are trading with $2,000, if you use this strategy of 40 dips and 0.21, 1% here, 0.1 here, then this place remains like this. This place, you edit this place to 1%, 1% all true, 1% all true. Then this place 0.1. Then if you can use these things like this, you have spent $500 on this coin. With $2,000, means that you can trade 4 good coins. 4 what? Good coins. With $1,000, you can trade 2 good coins. But I wonder, you see some people, they will be trading with $100, they will be trading 5 coins. Somebody chatted me today. He chatted me some weeks ago that he has $100 for trading. I advise the person, go and trade cake. Cake don't green deep like that. Before cake go deep, it go come down in price or deep like that. Every other coin will have, died. And I tell the person, go and trade cake. Why? If you trade cake with your $100, I will give you something for $100 now. It will not dip like that. Maybe God will give you 20 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents. By the end of the month, you go with 15, 20, 30%, even if possible. But the person went ahead and opened another coin with $100, 2 coins. He said, I was now telling this night that my trade has been hanging for the past 2 weeks now. I've not been any profit. I now said, what have you tampered with your trading? The same thing I gave you. He said, when that one is not giving me profit very well, I now consult my upline. My upline now said I should add more coins. I've been facing with series of complaints like that, adding more coins because we are impatient and trading requires patience. Don't expect to, we believe you don't have that money. I used to tell people, if anybody wants to go and collect loan to trade with ROYALQ robots, yes, you can go for it. But any loan that has interest that's more than 10%, don't collect it, don't get it. Any trade, any loan that's attracts more than 10%, don't go for it. Because we used to tell people on our presentation between 10% to 50%. Yes. Even if to say my upline, James will tell people that between 5% to 50%, yes. But with this my own settings, I believe it can not less than 10% in a month for you. It's worst case scenario. Now, I think we have done justice to even $1,000 right now. Now let's say you now have let's say you have below $1,000 at all capital. You have below $1,000. I advise you if you're having let's say you're having $600, or you can just manage it. We have started to manage here now. Or just say, let's say you can manage to trade 2 coins so that you won't put your egg in one basket. But it is risky when there's a big dip. Anything from $600 and below, you cannot just open trade and go to sleep like the person that sets from 40 dips and above. I repeat that way. If you are trading from $600 and below, or let's say from $1,000 and below, let me go that way. You cannot just open trade and go to sleep the same way the person that has that kind of money go to sleep. Because the kind of dips that you'll be able to set with a particular amount of money will not be enough to stand the direction of market or the direction of market. When let's say you are trading with $600 now you want to open for 2 coins, 2 good coins. You don't go anytime you are trading with some amount of money from like $600 and all that. You don't go for coin that will dip too much. The coin that will not dip much. The profit may be slow in the beginning, but you want to prepare for any sudden dip so that you'll be able to survive it to some extent, to some level. Now, $600 now, Can say, let me say, okay, 250, 25 here, 25 in another coin. 10 times 25, that is 250. But because of the decimal, the 0.0 something we used to use, 1.01, that is 10.1, 1%, yeah, 1.02. Because of all this, because of 0.1, meaning that 10.1, 10.2 like that you have programmed for it, meaning that you are going to use $300 for one coin that you set at 25 dips. Times 2, that's $600. You can see, can see being market. You edit this place to 1%, 0.1, like that. So now for the people, my people, because that's majority we have in the house. Majority with 100. Majority with, can I change my first? Okay, wait, let's go back. Let's come back to question later. For the majority with $100 trades, I will always advise to trade K key. K key is rigid. It's rigid. It's not that, well, it doesn't just dip like that. Cake or BTT, cake or BTT, cake or BTT for, $200 or $100. Now, $400, $200, you can, even $300, you can only trade one coin. You can only trade what? One coin. Don't overload on that your little capital. Just one coin, and just but selected one. Now, once you want, let's say you want to set the trade for that trade settings. Now, with $100 now, you can just make it 8 dips. You want to. This is the advantage of this thing. Some people, they will set 8 dip like this, but because they have little amount of money, they will now put their this thing. This place will be 1.0. Yes, they will now put this magical drop to be like this. It is good anyway, but the only thing is that sometimes when market is in sideways, sometimes market don't go up, don't come down. It just be moving, equilibrium in sideways like this. Like that time, you will not have any profit at all because the margin call drop is far from one another. You can see 3.5. When the robot buys for you at 3.5, it's going to buy another one when market is 4%. And that's the same percentage it's going to sell for you. Are you getting me? Except if you are trading, under the subliminal time settlement. So it's going to buy when it buys 8%, it's going to, but when you set 1% also, you prepare for 8%. When market is still moving around 8%, you will be profiting. When the market is still moving around 8%, drop, go up, you'll be profiting. But when big dip happens, then you have to wait. 1.02, 1.03, 03, like that. So with this now, 10 times 8, that's 80, with point something, after 8, that's around $100. So when you are trading with this one 0.1 like before, 0.1 like before. So when you are trading with when you are trading with let's say you are trading with $200, meaning that if $100 can take care of 16 dips, then 8 dips, $200 you'll be able to take care of 15 to 16 dips, like that for one coin. Then you give it to your setting and you leave it there. Then after that, you put it in submit mode with time like that, boom, and you start your trade. One shot, the function of one shot is when you are in any trade and you want that trade to close by itself, or let's say you have left your trading cycle, it has sold all to number one, all the dips, all the seven. Let's say this is my ATA now. Okay, this SLP, that is in 42 dips now, like that. Now I just have this person to extend it anyway. Now let's say this SLP now sold all the 40 dips up to like 4 dips. It's now left with 4 dips here. Let's say it's only 4 dips at this here, 4 dips. At that point in time, It's about to sell all the four at the same time because it's not going to sell it separately again. It's going to sell the first entry, first buy, second call, third call, fourth call. It's going to sell them at once. Unlike when it sells 5 deep, 6 deep. At that point, you cannot put it in one shot. Why? You don't know whether it will just be giving you more profits from 1% profit to 2% to 5% to 6%. And you don't want to just sell manually. Then you put it in one shot that I want the robot to sell it for me itself when the profits is, when it satisfies its profit. When you want it to go to any profit it want to go, then it sells for you instead of you to just liquidate it yourself. Certainly, you want to liquidate the trade, you want to close the trade, but you don't want to liquidate it yourself. You want the robot to liquidate it itself on profits and on the satisfied profit that the robot discovered that the market wants to trace back. That's when you want to, that's one shot meant for. Then sell is when you don't want to use one shot, but you want to sell manually at any level in time. You want to sell manually, and there's a way you can sell some percentage. You can, if you click on confirm now, it will bring to me that how many percent I want to sell from this state. Do I want to sell all? I want to sell some percentage from it. Then you can see buy. Now, for somebody that has big capital and you have used all the strategy of much money, everything 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You now have enough capital. You're not thinking that this is not buying depot. It's not. One of my leader in Ibadan, I gave him settings. He used I think 50 dips or so, but he discovered that the trade does not buy more than 15 to 20 dips. You know what he does? When he studied that coin very well, that it's not moving beyond 15, 20, 15, 20, he now pump money to that level. There's a way you can use this button to buy more at that level when your market is in, like that, like this one now, you know, it's in 72 now, Abi. So if I buy anything now, it will relate to my trade on that 72. What the robot bought at that 72, what it will augment is what it will add to. So it will add to it when you want to sell it sell this number 72 dips you just bought. It will sell with higher capital of money. So you can just replenish that like that when you study the market very well. Instead of you to using one shot, you can be even doing this. You have already prepared for the dips. Then the dip now buy to this number 7 call. You can now push your money here to buy. Then when it sells that number 7, that number 27, it sells with big amount of money for you. So that's what the buy button is meant for. Then call margin call up. So if I don't want this thing to continue to the 100 dip I've set, I can just stop the margin call. I want to adjust the strategy. We have explained that. Then preset buy amounts, buying price, meaning that if you want to be using this robot, if you want it to say, you want to set it that, okay, I want to use this more strategy, yes, but I don't want to enter market now. You have done all the settings. Then you now come here that this is when I want you to start to buy for me. You now click on this place, then it will now start to work like that. If I have not said, if it has not in any dip, I say, okay. You can see first preset buying amount. When BNB come to $400, that's when I want this robot to start my trading for me, to start to buy anything and start to enter trade. When it is $400, confirm it. It will start the trade, but it will not buy. It will waiting until when the markets come down to the level we want it to end to enter. So buy limits, like buy limits on Binance. So that is that about that for now. Let me quickly, check before you ask question. Before we go to section question and answer section. Let me quickly see if I still have back office of ROYALQ application functions. About new action. Okay, now about new activation fee. That's one of the points I like to discuss tonight about new activation fees. Some people are still, you are still getting it wrong somehow. They are not getting it right. The activation fee of $120, you used to pay the $20 gas fee separately before, but this time around it's not separate. You have to pay it together. Then the moment you pay down $120, go and check your assets. The moment you activate, you see that they will tell you the way they deduct the money. they will tell you that $100 for activation. They will not put 20 RP or so. And that one is for what? Is for gas fee. Pending the time the one will be exhausted, you don't need to put any gas fee on, unless if you are trading with big amount of money. So that is that about that. I think the robot is still $100, but you cannot just buy $100 robot now without paying along with the gas fee. Then another thing, back office of ROYALQ application functions. Okay, I think I've explained that earlier today. The back office of the now. We do. Don't forget, you can go to this place. Again, go to what? Go to this user guide to go and read more. Always be a reader. Go to the user guide here for people that are just joining. You want to know anything about the button of ROYALQ, go to user guide to go and read more. Take profit ratio, who position take profit callbacks, everything you can read here. You can read everything in here. Yeah. Okay. Let's quickly attend to question. Maybe from question, you still know any other things you want to talk about. Yeah. Okay, anything. Okay, we have not started. Is it open yet? Okay. I like your. The person that like my polo, you can build one for yourself. In fact, as a matter of fact, it's one of my team leader that even dashed me this. One of my team leader in my team dashed me this. Now, good evening, sir. It's been some time since last time we had presentation. We have not been opportunity to see you. Please kindly drop your phone number. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let me go and drop the link now. Let me drop the Telegram link now. Once you get to the Telegram link, go to the media as I've explained. Go and watch those videos. Then watch out for some other videos anyway, though you can still go to, yeah. I want to copy out the link for you to see. And these are technical training, won't be once in a week like this. Subsequently, very soon when I discuss with James, we may have another day, maybe probably Wednesday. This is the link to the Telegram. You can copy it. I've sent to everyone. Then the phone number, my WhatsApp phone number, but don't be offended if I don't reply you in time. Because sometimes I used to have like 500, 100, 1,000 chats like that. 3 days. Sometimes I may not be able to finish all the 0680202 020272 08168020272. Yeah. So that's the link and the number. Now let's quickly go back to the question. I think the people really understand tonight's seminar because there's no much question here tonight. No more question. It's been sometimes a phone number for me. Thank you. Okay. So volume. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Please your volume. Can you help us to send the link? For people that used to complain about volume, it's used to be from your hand. Please, next time if anything like that happen, maybe when you are on Zoom call and you receive call or something, you did something on phone, it may reduce the volume of the Zoom. You just come here. Let me quickly show you. You just come here. Okay, sorry. You just come into this place on your Zoom. You can see, okay, let me go back to the Zoom app. Okay. You can see the Zoom app. You can see where this place. That is not here again. That where there used to be like speaker. Used to be like speaker like this at the top left. Click on that place and mute it and unmute again. The volume will bounce back. Just the top left on your Zoom application, you see one like a speaker there. Click on it and mute it and unmute it again. Everything will be perfect. Yeah. Let me. Sorry, let's quickly go to the chat. Round up a question. My bot has nothing. I know that. Okay. If you can't hear the host, there's a earphone sign on the bottom left of the. Click on join audio all over the internet. Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Okay, thank you. Please, can you share the Telegram link? I've shared that. Please send us the link. Please help send the Telegram link. Thanks. Telegram link, please send. I mean, a quick search on Telegram videos. Make a recap of that site for us when you are done. Okay, let me quickly make a recap of that. How you can quickly share the, get access to the video on Telegram. Instead of you to just join, be searching. Then you just let's say I've joined the group. Okay, people have been joining. Wow, people have been joining. Now you have joined. Now you just go to this place straight away. You just go to this place straight away. Just click anywhere here. You can see. You can see now. Once you are here, you can see where the right media. You can see media. Click on media. Then it will show you all the photos and you can see once you scroll little like this, you see. You can see the videos. The shorter video here. This is one. Binance registration and verification. Transfer from Binance to like that. Thank you. So that's that about that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's quickly answer these questions. Okay, because I know many have been waiting for today. So today is the day. Yeah, please, I don't get how you get here. I've opened my Binance. Okay. When I open Binance, when you open your Binance, maybe if your Binance is in lights, you may not see it. You have to change it to basic and to pro. How do you do that? Let me quickly show you that also. I think I'm still sharing my screen. Let me check. I think I'm still sharing my screen. Yes, I'm still sharing my screen. Okay, you come to Binance here. Some people they are on Binance Lights. You can see here you see profile icon at the top left here. Click on it. You can see Binance. Binance Light have off it. I'm in professional. But if you on it, like this is how your Binance will look like. Your Binance will look like this. You can see. It will look like this. Not until when you change it to professional. You off it. Then as if you are in professional, you can see home below here. Check below. You can see where the right home here. Market trade. So once you click on trade, that's where you get to know what we are talking about all the time. Yeah. So let's go back to the question. Okay. I don't get how you get here. Okay, just keep listening for us. Lecture is being recorded. Please send the recording to the group also. If I will send to the Telegram group, please share your revenue page. I think I've shared that. Hello, sir. Are you on team 123 international or can I get your WhatsApp quota, sir? I'm not in team 123. I'm in team AA Moshood, team plan B. So I am a fee leader in the business. So I have my team here. Okay, for a few people, like 2 people that doesn't get it right here, I will share. You watch this thing. You watch this thing because majority got it right. I'm now here. I'm not getting. Okay, you just entered. Okay, repeat small, please. We watch the recording. Now voice is skipping. It's clear. Check your network. I'm not getting it. Okay, which one are highly volatile? Coins that are highly volatile will drop on Telegram group. Don't let us waste people's time. Settings for $100, please. I've done that, and you can watch this again over and over again. And you can actually get that on our Telegram group. Hello, sir, can you tell us or show us a suitable setting for people with a small capital? I have done that. Setting for 500, please. Setting for 100. Okay, I think maybe these people have asked this question before I got to that area. Please, settings for one. Okay. Hello, sir. My name is Molia from Ibadan. Please, can I have your WhatsApp number? I've just dropped it. I need settings for $100. Okay, I can't see your screen any longer. Maybe it's from your network because I can see the screen clearly. Kindly share the recording. We share the recording by God. What about settings? Let me go and okay. Hello, sir. My name is Molia from Ibadan. Please, okay. Wasn't back to $10. Or if you are, yeah, I love this question. If you are on any trade currently now that is giving you tough time, you need to exercise patience. You have to put the trade on one shot. If you're already in big floating loss, put it in one shot and just forget about it. And I mean, not that your money is lost, but don't just be weary don't be in haste to get out of it. Are you getting me? Put it in one shot so that until you get out of it, then you cannot have a good setting for your trade. I joined the meeting late. Can we get the link here? You can. Plus, I need to get setting for. I've done that. Please, how do we know coins that not deep? Okay. Please, what are the volatile coins? Please, with 100 USD, you should share strategy, move to at our. Let me have the list of some of them. Please, I'll send the link. Yes, please send the link of recording. Yes. 2 days ago, and my $120 was taken all up. Yes, it will be taken all up. It will be taken all up if it's activation fee. Taking all up, but $20 will serve as its purpose for you, even though it's not there, it's not reflecting. My trade soup, how stopped. How can stop it manually or unless I recharge? I don't get your question. Please, I want to join your WhatsApp group. I don't have WhatsApp group, I have Telegram group. Please need your WhatsApp number. I've dropped it. If I can, no, I've answered all these questions from my presentation, I think. Please, for the times once we get to 1.09, then what comes after? What comes after will be 1.10, 1.09, 1.10, 1.11, 1.12, like that. It was the reason making it 1.012 instead of just one for a $10 first buy. Thank you. This is why we put it that way, is that we want to practicalize martingale strategy so that we can have good or we can have best dollar cost average, or we can have higher dollar cost average. If you, the rule of dollar cost average, if you want to enjoy dollar cost average, you need to be buying more at the dip than the previous bought. And as you can see from the what I screenshot, when my trade is supposed to be at minus 71 dip, it is just in minus 20. And that's the effect of being set it in martingale strategy. Even though I manage the money, but it's still in martingale. My trade stop down. How can stop it manually unless I recharge? I don't get the question. This is important, please. My boat has not been trading since last week. I don't understand what is going on, and I've added more funds. You have added gas fees. It's not trading for you. You know what I'm going to do? That's my WhatsApp contact. Drop the screenshot of the account. I'll tell you what to do. Screenshot of the trade. Click on that trade, screenshot it, and send to me. Your trade settings are quite different from what suppliers have been given to us. We need a new printed guide from you, especially margin settings and coin selection. You get that from my group. What are the volatile coins that someone can trade with $100? Good evening, sir. Please, for 100 USD, I've answered all this. Please, why is the charge on the gas fee high? I've only made $60 and $15 has been deducted from my gas fee of $20. The principle of ROYALQ has not changed. You have to check very well why it's like that. If you check very well, you'll notice that you have made up to the equivalent amount. Yeah, somebody has dropped cake. Yes, for people trading $100, use cake. But you have to exercise patience with cake because it may not be buying more than 2 deep, 3 deep for you. Don't be in haste. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you. Thanks. Let me be your PA, make you pay me salary. My robot, stop trading. I'll be helping you read your charts. Please, can I give you a call You cannot call this thing now. Margin configuration does not give position to put two decimal. If you are using iPhone, it will not give you access to put 1.01. You have to go to your WhatsApp or anywhere you can type 1.01, copy and go and paste it there. It will accept it. Please, why is the charge on the gas fee I have? Okay. I've been reading a lot about synchronous trade on ROYALQ. It seems cool. What do you think? You know the best for yourself. You can go and try it. If it works for you, all well and good. I've been reading a lot about synchronized trading, but I've talked about that anyway. That synchronized simply means about copy trade, but have it at the back of your mind that Binance will charge you, ROYALQ will charge you, then the sync admin, the person you are using their synchronized strategy will also charge you for the gas fee. Please, sir, can you drop the recorded version on the Telegram? Can we listen? Yes, of course. I'm going to get the recording version from James because he's the host. Please let's have the number again. I've been reading a lot about silver. Okay. Please, how many coins and types of coin one should go and watch this again? Go and watch this again. Please, why is the charge on the gas fee high? It's not high. Hello, please send me video. Well done, boss. I think the 20 will last for now until December after they pay for gas fee after 120. I've been reading a lot about silver. Okay. I'm reading a lot about silver. Can you share this Zoom meeting record? Yes, of course. What do you think about the copy trading from Cycle? I've talked about that. You can listen to the recording again. So please, why is the charge on the gas fee? I have only made, I only know my own strategy. I believe in my own strategy. I've tried synchronized strategies sometimes ago. I did a lot of experiments, but so far, I believe in my strategy. That's just it. This is my question, please. Now I will use SLP as a case study. After the deals, probably after the bot, it's as bought to your ISG setting. Is it possible you stop the bot to no longer buy and just keep selling? Of course, yes, you can just put it in one shot and keep selling. But in the case of the SLP, in fact, if you have money, you can give it 100 dips. Aha, you give it 100 dips, it will be buying and selling. But just leave it, put it one shot, and anytime it just jump up. It might be overnight. Let's just jump up and sell off for you. We need to record this. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please come on trading with A. You have let's also inculcate habit of reading and but I don't blame some people. Sorry to use that word. Some people just join in anyway. So you have to go back to this recording of this Zoom. You can watch it again. You have explained all these things there. How the robot has almost finished selling all the deals, so you can put it in one shot. Is someone trading with 100? How will he know when the robot has almost finished selling all the deals, so he can put it in one shot? Go and check where we say you know number of call margin, number of call margin that your robot has bought. I bought 4 coins with $400. You should have and concentrate on one. Or what do you suggest? Put one shot in everything. Let everything close, then you cannot give it standard setting. I saw it up on your screen that you identify yourself as my brother. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we are one. Your brother. Share screen, please. We need this recorded. Okay. I think somebody has even helped me to repost. Another question from me. I've been seeing the profit made on the ROYALQ board, but the total asset of my finance does not correspond. Yes, I love this question. If anybody asks you that my money is keep reducing on Binance, let me see if people are still here. Okay, many are still here now. Somebody they complain to you that my money is still reducing in Binance. Now this is how you calculate the person profits and the capital for the person. Now tell the person to go to the overview or the sports wallet. Or the overview, or let's say the sports wallet overview. Let the person tell you amount he or she have on the Binance total. Yes, amount. Hey, I have $1,000 before, but you tell me I'm making profit, but it's now $800. Yes, take note of this area, please. $800 might be on the spot wallet. Then go back to your ROYALQ. Go and check your floating loss. Check the person floating loss. Any amount you found on the floating loss, add it up to the total amount on that person's Binance. That is the potential total amount of the money the person has. If you calculate it together, from the calculation, you see the profits, you see the capital, because it is floating, it's not lost, and it's definitely that the trade will close. Once the trade close, everything will go back there. So calculate the amount, the total amount of that person on Binance, then add it up with the total amount of floating loss. That is where you know exact figure of the total money of the person. Yeah, can we unsynchronize anytime, even if there's any floating loss? You can cancel the sync. You want to cancel the sync, you come to this place. You want to, you don't close the trade, but you call to mine. Once you click on mine, you click on my synchronized strategy. Under this place, you see where the writes cancel sync. If you are on any synchronized, click on cancel sync. Then your trade cancel. I mean, the synchronized cancel trade, you'll be out of people you are using their strategy, but your trade will still be there until you put it to one shot until it's closed, until it closes. You can see now another 33 transactions, and I've checked this place more than 2 times today when you are trading. Another 33 transactions. Let's see the revenue now. You can see where we started, it was $2. Now it was 3.9. So now, and it's not reflecting in my Binance balance. And here you make profit on ROYALQ. It reflects on your Binance balance. You don't just notice because of the floating loss you're having in your current trade. But for you to now see the profit, whether you make the profit or not, this is where you are going to come on your Binance. This is where you have to check your profits on Binance. You can see, you come to trade. You can say, oh, market trade. Then you can, let me show you this envelope. See this envelope. You click on it. You see where the right trade history. Once you click here, you see all your profits, dates, buy, sell, everything, the amount and all that, you see it here. But because of the floating loss in your ROYALQ, it may not that reflects the profit that added to your balance on your Binance. Take note of that. But not that you did not make profits. So that's why when you do the calculation together, the balance you have on your Binance and the floating loss, you know the total amount of money. Yeah. Well done, sir. When the robot sell a coin, sometimes it leaves the value on it. Yes. Yes. The reason why it leaves the value on the coin and not added back to USDT is this. The reason number one is that Binance, the things that is from Binance. Binance want everybody to, they have future plan for everybody, of all of their traders. They know that all the coins on Binance are potential coins. So anytime you trade those coins, Binance willingly hold some portion of that coin for you, like long term. Even though you sell, yes, you sell, but they will hold some portion. They will not allow you to sell all, so that you can have portion of that coin for future purpose, for long-term purpose. But if you don't now want it like that, then you now go and sell manually, you convert to BNB. Then you can now convert your BNB to USDT, or you leave it in BNB. Hope you get that clear. So that's that about that. You now be left to convert back to USDT, and sometimes it's convert because the volume of the coin must be a certain amount before it's converted. Okay. Please, I'm currently in a synchronized strategy with KQ Circle on 2 coins, KZ, and with a trading capital of $200. About to cancel the synchronized strategy. If you are still profiting, if the thing still they pay you, you can still leave it like that. I guess you can leave it, or you put in one shot until it's closed. How much is ROYALQ now? $120. You pay it at once. $100 for robots, $20 for gas fee. Before you pay separately, but this time I pay it at once. You pay it together. We will need a lecture on how to navigate Binance to and also ROYALQ. We can't finish all today. Can't finish all today. Write down all these questions. By next week technical training, we are going to base our training on your question, on your requirement, on your request. We are going to base our next training on by next week Sunday. We're going to base the training on requests. So we'll be reading people's questions like this, and that's what we'll be treating. By God grace. Thank you. We may not be able to answer all the questions tonight. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. But make sure you watch this Zoom meeting over and over again. Thank you once again, everyone. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for devoting your time for this training. Thanks for joining. Then share with your team members. Watch over and over again. Then this will be the end of our tonight. I'm going to